So in today's workout, we're going to continue our work on your arm mechanics. We finished off with focusing on the catch, and I would say the catch and the mid pull, they go hand in hand. So you need to make sure that you have a good catch to set up a good mid pull. So we still want to work on that high elbow, getting the paddle set up, because today's focus is really from this point right here when we anchor. So setting up the paddle in that vertical position where we're maximizing the hold on the water, getting to that nice power diamond or power triangle. And then all we want to do, and all I want you to focus on today is once you have that set up, is move your body past that anchor point, which may require you to bring the force down a little bit. It's going to require you to set up and hold the water well, and hopefully starting to engage some of the big muscles like the lats, the pecs, to really pull that arm down, or anchor that arm and move the body forward. So really today's focus is from here right till about here before we enter the finish stage. So this is where, again, the rubber meets the road. You're really starting to get some traction. So we have that slight acceleration at the start where we're really just focused on getting the setup, and then we start to drive through, which again, if you can be as efficient as possible where that does act as an anchor that you can move your body past, then we should be able to start making some inroads to your efficiency. So from the front view here, again, this is the power diamond or triangle. I say diamond because if we did it with both arms, boop, boop, it would be a nice, pretty diamond there. If I was to draw a line through the midline, we'd be looking at a nice little triangle. Now, as I mentioned on the last video, there can be a slight range from fingertips to the midline to just outside of the body. But as you can see, Pam's got a really nice setup here. And I'd probably say after looking at all the videos, she's probably one of the best, where we can draw a nice straight line down through the shoulders. Everything's in line there. Nice 90-degree bend in the elbow. And as we work through this workout, this setup again becomes incredibly important, and incredibly important to do well on both sides. As you can see, Pam's quite symmetrical in that respect. So that's what we're going for in terms of the mid pull. Make sure, again, you're setting up the catch so that we can get into that nice power phase or power diamond, holding as much water as possible, engaging the big muscles, and then moving your body past that anchor point. Okay, so for the workout, we're going to start off with the warm-up, which again, we're going to do another swim kick mix. So 100 choice swim, and choice swim, again, pick any stroke you like. Freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, probably not. And then kick, same thing. Your choice of kick. Kick on your front, kick on your back, flutter kick, whip kick, dolphin kick, whatever kick you like. Just warm up, and that's it to start off. Then we're going to revisit some of the drills that we did on Tuesday. A lot of the work that we're doing today is actually, is contingent on how well you're setting up the catch. So we're going to go back to that double arm catch skull out in the front. Again, drop it down about 45 degrees so that you're able to get a little bit of internal rotation of the shoulder. So pop those elbows forward a little bit and just maintain water pressure as you are sculling back and forth. Now, if you don't have a snorkel, be sure you're not spending too much time with the head up breathing. Take that deep breath and get that head back down so that you can get back into that position where you're actually getting into the catch. Then we are moving on to the one arm work that we did. So one arm freestyle and then freestyle. Again, take your time. If you want to wear fins to help with propulsion, please do that, because we want to keep the arm pull really light. Don't put a lot of pressure through. All we want to do is move through those arm mechanics where we're getting that catch set up. So one arm that you're not using, leave up, and the other arm you're stroking through. 25 one arm, 25 the other arm, and again, just focus on getting that internal rotation, getting your paddle set up vertical in the water as soon as possible. Hopefully just before the shoulders is what we're going for. Then we move on to the underwater recovery drill. the closed fist and freestyle. We're going to stretch these out to 50, so a little bit longer. Now the underwater recovery drill, again, you're just sneaking the arm back under instead of coming up over the water. And what I want you to pay attention to, and what I saw a lot on Tuesday, was there was really no change in the rotation of the shoulders. So what we're actually trying to achieve in that setup. So both elbows stay dropped in the recovery and the pull. I want you to try to alternate them. So when one arm or one elbow is dropped on the recovery forward, the other arm is popped on the catch setup on the other arm. So really, we're working at both directions. There's my demo. That's what we're looking for. Then we're moving on to closed fist. Again, no cheating. Set up the forearm for the paddle. Then we're moving on to the drill set for today, focused on the mid pull. Again, the mid pull is contingent on the catch setup. So we really want to make sure that we're getting into that nice power diamond around that shoulder line. And to practice that, we are going to do more sculling. This time, instead of up top in this catch, we're going to bring it to about shoulder line. And we'll be sculling there. So you may have heard this termed as wiper skull, kind of like windshield wipers. So we're coming to midline. We're forming that nice power diamond or triangle, and then back out again. So we're gonna work some motor control just in this range of motion, setting up what it feels like, connecting that brain body to get the fingertips to midline and then back out again. And then again, just holding the water. Hopefully, if you're doing any slipping as you transition from catch to mid pull, this should hopefully smooth that out a little bit as well. So doing 4 cycles, 25 of the skull mid pull or wiper skull, and then swim back, focusing on, again, anchoring and holding the water well through the mid pull. The 200, we're doing 50 one arm drill. So one arm again, but this time it's the focus on anchoring. So set that catch up, anchor it, and then pull through, or actually, sorry, don't pull through. You are pulling through, but I want you to think about moving your body past. So instead of just moving the arm down, think about anchor, move the body past. That may require you to slow down or ease off on the force, as I really want you to tune in and think about a 1-to-1 ratio of arm moving back to body moving forward. And again, if you're ripping it, that's not going to be the case. So ease it down. There should be that slight acceleration from the catch all the way to the finish. But again, we don't want any abrupt acceleration. So think about anchor the catch, move the body past that anchor point through the mid pull. That will be the focus. We're going to do it with one arm, and then we'll do it with freestyle. Again, if you want to use fins for any of this, feel free. Sometimes that little extra velocity will help you achieve some of these intended outcomes here. So the last one we're going to be doing is just swimming out with a snorkel. Keep the head down and watch your hand path and your mid pull setup. So with the head down, you should, your hand enters the field of vision right about here, and you can actually watch what you're doing. Now, if you don't have a snorkel, that's going to be disrupted by some breathing, but again, still keep the head down, watch the hand as it crosses the shoulder line, making sure it's not crossing the midline and making sure it's not way out to the side. So just some thinking, swimming, setting up that mid pull. And then we'll cool down and time for the next one. Oh, sorry, before cool down, you're going to do that whole main drill set twice. My bad. Then cool down. Then we'll see you on the next one.